Hey guys, this is Dennis 78382. I'm in the I'm just below Corpus. It probably is still part of Corpus. I'm on Padre Island. I'm sure you've heard of South Padre Island. Well, this is maybe, I don't know, 120 miles north of that, but it is the same it is the same island. You go ahead, buddy. Do your thing. You let me go? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. If we would go in the direction that the camera's pointing, that would take us down to Port Aransas, and we've done a little bit of a video on there. This is Park Road 22. Brings you down to Padre Island, and once you get on Padre Island, technically, you could drive to South Padre Island. There's no roads. You could drive along the beach. The beach would have to be accessible. The tide would have to be right. And you'd have to have a hell of a vehicle. But technically, you could drive all the way down. Wind causes the big shifting sand dunes, which I think is awesome. It's a beautiful day. Right now, it's 63 and sunny. It's supposed to go up to almost 70, I think 68 or 69 degrees. And if the video cuts off, it's because I got a Bing for Uber or Lyft. I have both those apps running right now. That's what got me down here. My first fare of the day took me from Portland, Texas, all the way down here. It was like, including the tip, it was like $34 for me. So that's a nice little run. The passenger was awesome. Younger college kid, basically said hello, was polite, and then did his own thing. And didn't have to entertain him. He didn't have to entertain me. And it was a comfortable silence compared to a uncomfortable silence. But we're taking this little causeway, gets us back into South Padre Island Drive in Corpus, where all the stores are, kind of the busiest business section. There's a couple of dive restaurants right there that I don't know, they've gotten good reviews. I've eaten there a few times. I didn't think much of them, and I don't mind a beat up restaurant. It's just food wise, it should be something special. If you open a restaurant, any restaurant, your food should be something special. If you're going to put out the same low quality, bad service that everyone else has, I don't even know why you would open a restaurant. I don't know where anyone's pride is nowadays, but I love just going to a restaurant, a good restaurant. Doesn't have to be an expensive restaurant, but like where there's some cooks and chefs with some pride in their work and pleasant people waiting on you, and, you know, cold drinks and good food. Doesn't have to be anything spectacular, just good, you know, little pride in your work, and that makes all the difference, and those are the places that stay open. But it is just gorgeous out. This is Laguna Madre. We're gonna go a couple little barrier sandbars and reefs till we get back to the main shore. But I don't get on this road much, maybe just a couple times a year, because usually if I'm going out on the island, I like to take the ferry, which is, I don't know, maybe 20 miles that way. I'm not sure of the mileage, I'm just guessing. And it's just fun to get a little ferry ride for free. You know, see some dolphins maybe, just something different. But this is a nice road too. It's got, you know, the fishing stands, lots of places for people to fish. I wish I was a fisherman, because this area, excuse me, this area is supposed to be one of the best fishing areas in the world. People come from everywhere to fish here. And dummy me lives here and doesn't know how to fish. So maybe once I get officially retired next month, I'll have time to work on that. I'll have to see. But I need to hook up with one of my buddies that actually knows how to fish, and I think it would be so cool. And I've done it before, but I'd like to do it on my own. Go fishing, catch a fish, clean it, cook it, and you got dinner, you know? So you get the full experience out of it. So we're getting up to the little beat-up touristy place, like surfboard shops and little dive hotels. And folks, I use words like dive and words like that, beat up. That don't mean it's bad, and that doesn't mean that I think it's bad. But I love a good dive bar. I went to this restaurant called Vernon's that had rave reviews about their food. We went there on Tuesday, New Year's Day. Went in, sat down. They had blue washcloths on the table, like a face cloth, like you would clean your face with. And I just thought that was a little odd. And then after sitting there for 5 minutes, the bartender told us that they don't serve food on holidays. So that was like a relief to get out of there. But just the patrons there were really nice. And I would go back to Vernon's as far as just as a dive bar. And maybe they do have great food there. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever find out. But it would have been nice when you see someone sitting at a table to walk over within the first 30 seconds, a minute, and just say, hey guys, how you doing? We don't serve food today, I'm sorry. Or maybe put that on your website or your Facebook page, but I don't know. I'll have to give it another shot. Maybe I just caught people at a bad time or something, I don't know, but you can see this is getting all built up with new long-term hotels. We're back on the main part of the Corpus now, and it's just a gorgeous day. I'm very fortunate, that I got this ride. You never know when Uber and Lyft does not tell you where you're going until you pick the person up. So you don't know if you're going on, a $2 ride to get someone to work, or to drop, someone off at Starbucks 3 blocks away, or if you're going to go on a nice 30-mile ride like this. So I was really happy about it. It was a $28 and some cent ride, and the person was kind enough to give me a tip, $5, and that's always appreciated, and it's just cool. And it was a good experience. I've been real fortunate where I haven't had too many grumpy customers. I've only had to kick one set of people out of the car. I've been doing this about 5-6 weeks now, so I've been fortunate. Even New Year's Eve, I got people early in the night, and I made really good money. And I think I posted a little video, mentioned that a little bit when I was showing the fireworks. But we're getting to the bottom of Corpus now. This is South Padre Island Drive. Behind us was NAC CC SPID, Naval Air Station, Corpus Christi, South Padre Island Drive. I don't know if we caught that sign or not, but I'm going to just go another minute just to give you a perspective, because it gets real busy in about a half mile or a mile up here, and I don't want to be on the phone, or at least distracted in any way by narrating. Bill Miller's Barbecue, very good, guys. There's just a lot of good barbecue places right along here. So Airline Road is, well, you know what? I was going to show you where I post a lot of videos from, but now that I'm thinking about it, they are all Snapchat videos. But I had mentioned in videos before that I drive this one guy around, and right up here is where we go 2 or 3 nights a week, right to this little gentleman's club right here. It's Club Cheetah. in Corpus Christi. And I just find a back corner and I... All right, guys, gotta go.